If you live in the Hampton Roads area and you found that you have water in your crawl space and maybe it hasn't even rained recently, here's why. Water unfortunately finds its way into the crawl space for a variety of reasons, but if you live in the coastal Virginia or Hampton Roads region, we may be especially susceptible to these issues because we live so close to the water. There's a lot of tributaries and waterways and rivers that if you live near them, the water table may be up to those same levels. So if you're not elevated far above the water table, it's not uncommon to find water in the crawl space. Oftentimes there's that, but then there are other reasons why crawl spaces flood. In our area, the soil conditions oftentimes will be heavily clay in content. So the clay does not allow for a lot of drainage. What it does is it basically traps the water above the top soil layer. Say we get a heavy rain, the water oftentimes will just drain itself into the crawl space, and before it has time to drain fully into the earth's soil, it just holds and it stands. And we've seen lakes under people's houses because the water has nowhere to go. And that's especially problematic when you have a vapor barrier. If the water gets on top of the liner, it's holding it almost like a pull liner. So for people that live in the Hampton Roads area, unfortunately, it is a pretty common problem, but there are solutions. The most guaranteed approach to this, the most consistent, reliable approach is going to be French drains and sump pumps. If you can capture the water as soon as it comes in and then route it to a sump pump system, essentially what we'll oftentimes find ourselves doing is digging drainage ditches, small drainage ditches around the perimeter of the home. And then that water routes its way to a sump pump basin. There's a pump in there that's below grade in the ground, and it captures the water without anyone having to do anything, pumps the water up and out of the crawl space away from the home. And that prevents crawl space moisture problems as well as other moisture related foundation issues. If you feel like you have a crawl space drainage issue or maybe some water in the crawl space, give us a call at Bay Crawl Space.